Didn't realize you were a top. You calling me out right now? Good evening. This is the Lion of Legend, and welcome to Thru, Need a Friend. A game that was suggested to me a while back, so I'm quite late to this, but we're making it happen tonight. Whoa. Alright. You better do as I say. I can ruin your life, you know. I can make you wish you were never born. Whose voice is that? Yeah, that's what I thought. It shouldn't be too much trouble, right? Open your eyes or don't. Sure. I try to open my eyes. It's dark. I feel something touch my shoulder, as if to soothe me. I don't know who this is, but their voice is luring me back to sleep. Softness envelops me. Soft. Shh. Go back to sleep, my dear. The humming continued as I am pulled back into slumber. What is happening here? A wrong way sign, but it's upside down. They who walk into the lion's den will surely be swallowed whole. Well. Your lungs feel ice cold, and your throat is dry. You've been running for a long time from that thing. Do you even know where you are at this point? Desperately, you croak out a cry for help, and your pitiful voice echoed across the empty city. No one heard you. At least, no one seems to be around to hear you. There is the soft echo of footsteps. You called out to the stranger, begging for help. Wait, that's not right. Something isn't right. Where do you think you are going? You heard a laugh, and it bounced off the emptiness into your bones, making you shiver. You can't get very far without me. You need me. The stranger continued to shout at you, but you couldn't hear anything over the sound of your heartbeats pounding in your chest. You have to hide. No. You need to run. Okay. Run. Holy moly. I shot up in my bed, sweat dripping off my face. I angrily glared at my alarm clock before slamming my hand on the snooze button. Finally, silence. I stretch a bit before going back into my covers. Wait. Who am I again? What is your name? Lion. Oh, right. I'm Lion. What are my pronouns again? He. How do you want to be referred to? Him. What is your possessive pronoun? His. Oh yeah, man. You know it was a good sleep when you can't even remember your entire existence. I just wish I remembered what I was dreaming about. I got more important things to worry about. Like, tomorrow is the first day of my college career. I would be lying if I said I wasn't kinda nervous. Okay, maybe a lot nervous. I decide to finally get out of bed. I look around the room at the various knickknacks and books I own, looking for something to take my mind off of tomorrow. I have a couple minutes to kill before going to work anyway. Alright, let's look around here. Ah, a poster from one of my favorite anime. What? It's a hand. Okay. I get a pretty good view of the city from here. It's the optimal place to watch sunsets. Oh, that's Alan from My Dear Hatchet Man, created by a gnome dweller. Such a good game. I should play it later today. Well, that's quite the plug. Good old Planty. I need to remember to water him tomorrow. Aw, the poster friend bought me when we went to one of their concerts. It was so much fun. We had a sleepover too that night. This was the first plushie friend ever gave me. He makes a lot of them, so I keep them on a shelf on the other end of my room. I typically keep this one on my desk at work, but I brought it home with me. The plushies friend gives me are all so cute, but sometimes I turn them around because it feels like they are watching me, which is silly. I need to make my bed sometime. My mom's old armoire she gave me. Friend wanted it as well, so we played rock, paper, scissors for it. He didn't realize he was going against a champ. You know what? I am kinda in the mood to read. I crouched down to get a better look at my bookshelf. What genre am I in for the mood today? Horror or romance? What about both? We'll do romance. I want to read something sappy. I settle on an all-time favorite, The Royal's Loyal Dog. Giddily, I settle back into bed and open the book. You plan on staying in bed all day? Isn't that the yandere? Holy shit! In a moment of panic, I drop whatever it is I was holding. Friend snickers and picks up the thing. Sorry, it's just me. He hands the item back to me. We'll take it back. Wow, you're really funny. I replied sarcastically and took my property out of his hand. Oh, come on, it was kinda funny. How'd you even get in here? He gives a confused look and digs into his pocket. You gave me this, dummy, don't you remember? He dangled his keychain in my face, which just so happened to contain the spare key I gave him for emergency use. And the little narwhal keychain I gave him when we were in 6th grade. You're such a nerd. I can't believe you still have that. I point to the decrepit narwhal. Well, it's adorable. Of course I still have it. He tucks his keychain back into his pocket. Anyway, I came by in case you wanted a ride to work. Walking is good for you, but being the nice person I am, I decided to see if you wanted to give your legs a break. Aw, how nice. 'Tis what friends are for, sweetheart. Alright, give me a few minutes and I'll be ready. Take your time. I'm going to use your TV to catch up on my show. He waves at me and saunters off into my living room, closing my door with a soft click. Ugh, I really don't want to go. But gotta pay the bills. Ugh, I miss being a kid. I remember when a friend and I would go investigate haunted buildings together and do all sorts of crazy shit. Being an adult sucks. I take my pajamas off and slip the uniform shirt over my head, quickly buttoning it up. God, uniforms suck ass. Enough complaining. I leave my room and walk into the bathroom. I can hear the faint sound of the show friend is watching. I pick up my toothbrush and squirt some toothpaste on there. You know, it was really nice of friend to take me to work today. I really didn't want to walk. After I go through my daily hygienic routine, I head to the living room. "Friend?" I call out. "Yup, I'm here. Figured you'd want some water. It's good to drink water first thing in the morning." "Aw, how sweet." He hands me the glass, and I guzzle it down. "Hey, since we are driving, maybe we can stop and get some coffee too." I don't know." I sheepishly rub the back of my neck. Money has been kinda tight recently, plus I don't want to end up being late. "That's fine, I'll pay. Don't worry about it." "No, it's okay, I'm not even that..." My sentence was interrupted by a yawn. "You were saying?" Friend laughs. "Yeah, okay, whatever." We make our way out of my apartment complex and onto the sidewalk. Friend leads me to his fancy schmancy car. "Here we are, my dear," he says as he opens the passenger door. Why does the plate say "I see you sleep"? Okay, whatever. It's kind of a red flag, isn't it? I politely bow and fix my imaginary monocle. "Why, thank you, kind sir." I duck my head into the seat and buckle up. Friend closes the door and makes his way to the driver's seat. He starts the car, and I feel the soft vibrations from the engine. We ease out onto the street and begin making our way over to... Wait, where are we going? "So, you decided on a place to get some coffee?" "Oh yeah, there's a really cute cafe nearby. They are supposed to have these really good fraps." How far away is it? Friend chuckled. "Don't worry, it's not that far," he said, and patted my knee assuringly. Something about the touch made me feel flustered. Flustered, yes. I felt a tinge of warmth across my face and turned to look out the window. I watched as the buildings disappeared behind us. Friend's hand didn't move an inch. "Is this alright?" I whipped my head around to face him. "I mean, I'm not making you uncomfy or anything, right?" "Yeah, no, it's totally fine." Friend sighed, relieved. Good. The last thing I would want to do is make you uncomfortable." He spoke coolly, his thumb gently stroking my thigh. I nodded and went back to looking out the window. Friend turned up the radio and began to softly sing the song. "Hey, friend, I'm not going to be late again, am I?" I asked, crossing my arms. He chuckles a bit and takes a side glance at me. "What makes you think you'll be late again?" Lucky guess? He hums a bit. "I mean, friend, I cannot be late again, I'll get fired." "I'm sure your boss will understand, coffee is important. And besides, you won't get fired, just trust me." "Friend, I just told you that money is kinda tight right now. I need all the hours I can get." "Shh, relax. I promise you won't get in trouble." "Friend, why won't you trust me?" "Would it make you feel better if I said I already talked to your boss?" "Wait, what?" "He was very nice about it. He said you've been such a hard worker and that you deserve it." "Really? That doesn't sound like something Mr. Jameson would say." "Yeah." "You swear I'm not going to get in trouble at work?" "Of course not. I used my charm." "Right. But do you pinky swear?" I extend my pinky out to him. "I pinky promise, sweetheart." Alright, I believe you. We release each other's hands, and Friend goes back to humming to the radio. His voice was pulling me into a soft slumber, and it was getting harder and harder to keep my eyes open. I yawn, and then look at him. You know, you have a nice voice. Yeah, so I've been told. What? I said you're a dork. We pull into a parking lot at a building I don't recognize. We're here. Friend giddily unbuckles and exits the car. Then he circles back around to my side. Friend opens my door and unbuckles me. I rub my eyes and yawn. Come on, Sleepy. Friend extends his hand out to me. I will take his hand. I'm just gonna keep making bad decisions for the rest of this game. I, sleepily, take Friend's hand as he helps me out of the car. He shuts the door and places his hand on my lower back. Let's go. He practically purred and escorted me to the front door. The aroma of coffee enveloped my sense, giving me a second-hand caffeine boost. It's a cute little shop, just not very busy it seems. There's a few people over by the corner of the store, just chatting. Coupled with the upbeat music, it feels very homey. I scan around the place, seeing just one lone employee here who looks like he'd rather be anywhere else. Man, it's like a ghost town in here. Yeah, it isn't a very busy place, so I thought it'd be perfect. Do you know what you like to drink? A latte. A latte? Alrighty. Why don't you sit down while I order our drinks? Sure thing. Friend gives me a smile as I make my way over to an empty table. I plop myself down into the seat, leaning back with a sigh. Hopefully, Friend was telling the truth about me not getting into trouble at work. I mean, not that he's a liar or anything, just... what am I worried about? I look out the window. The quiet and the warmth of the cafe it holds leads me into deep thought. I begin to think about a couple things. Rent is due soon. Hopefully, this short outing won't make me short on rent. The landlady is very kind and understanding, but I don't want to make her feel like I am taking advantage of her. Not only rent is due, but school starts tomorrow. Maybe I should look into getting a roommate. I would ask Friend, but I'm not sure. He's basically set for life, what with his online store and all. What would he need a roommate for? Maybe my boss will be kind of gentle about this. Now that I'm thinking about it, how did Friend find his number? The office numbers are private due to scam calls and silly teens pulling pranks. They are only handed out to business clients. Did I tell him and just not remember? As if on cue, Friend comes back with 2 cups. Here's your latte, dearest. He sits the cup down beside me. And here's mine. What the hell is that? Is that a piece of cake? Friend shuffles into his seat, taking a drink of his. That thing looks bigger in person. I gesture at the monstrosity that is his frap. Don't do it. He clears his throat. Alright, fine, I won't. That's what she said. Why? Because it was hilarious. Sometimes I question our friendship. No, don't say that, you meanie. We continue to banter and joke around, when my thoughts drag me back to my question earlier. Hey, Friend? Yes? Did you really call my boss? Of course, I wouldn't lie to you. How did you find his number? It was in your contacts, silly. He wipes his face off gently. Really? Alright, we'll question him more. That was kinda sus. How did you get in my phone? He sighs playfully, before reaching across the table. He wipes my face off gently, chuckling. His fingers ghost on my face, lightly stroking my cheek. He was extremely close. He whispers softly, like I was fragile. "Don't you trust me? I promise I didn't snoop or anything." He sat back into his seat as if nothing happened. It takes a moment for me to process what just happened, but when I do, I can feel my cheeks heating up. Aw, cute. Oh, hush. You just caught me off guard is all. Friend chuckles a bit, before gathering up our stuff. Whatever you say, sweetheart. Ready to go? Yeah, wait. What time is it? Friend glances around the cafe, looking for some type of clock. He spots one on the other side, and squints a bit. It's 10:30 a.m. Oh my god, I'm so late. I pounce out of my seat and make a dash for the door. Hey, hang on! Friend throws away our drink cups and plates, and quickly follows suit. Friend opens the door for me as I plop myself inside, buckling up once again. Thank you for the coffee, sir, friend. Anything for you, love. Friend taps on the steering wheel nervously. Hey. Do you want to hang out some more? We can go wherever you want, and I can pay. We have school tomorrow, though, and since I am going to be late at work, they may keep me over. Well, you don't have to go back to work. I mean, you're already late anyway. You could just hang out with me. But money. I kinda need to go back because I need, to live. Hours are hours. Friend pouts a bit. Well, we are going to the same school and stuff, and I'll make sure to wake us up on time for class. I'll buy dinner, snacks and stuff too, if you want. Friend, you know I like hanging out with you, but I gotta get rest, and so do you. Maybe another time. Friend doesn't respond. We sit in silence for a bit. Alright, fine, meanie. Friend says, pouting. I chuckle a bit. Oh, don't be a baby. We can hang out this weekend. We head down in the direction of my workplace. Well, thank you for the ride. I appreciate it. I wait for him to pull into the parking lot. He's not going to pull into the parking lot, is he? He's not slowing down? Hey, friend, my office is right there. Sorry, maybe I should have said it sooner. If you take the next right, you can make a U-turn and... He doesn't respond. Hey, friend? Oh, shit, sorry, I guess I got lost in thought. You silly. Take the next right. You got it, boss. We circle back around to the office, and friend pulls in. Like the gentleman he is, he helps me out of the car. Once I am out of the car, I stretch a bit. He stands there for a moment, as if he was expecting something. I'll thank him for the coffee. Hey, thank you for the coffee. I really appreciate it. Anytime. It's the least I can do. So, I will see you later then. Hey, wait. I turn back around, confused. I'll see you later. I smile and nod. Of course. I run up to the entrance and make my way to my desk. I clock in and sit in my cubicle. I feel full and refreshed. It was really nice of friend to take me out like that. I'll have to repay him sometime. My hands graze my keyboard, wiping off some dust that seemed to have accumulated. Just some pens. I gotta send that email. Aw, my first Halloween that I spent with friend. We were matching vampire teeth. You know, the ones that glow in the dark. Email draft. Hello, today's schedule is going to consist of going over next month's quota. All employees need to enter the conference room today at 3:30 p.m. Sincerely, whoever sent. Can mark that off my things to do. Guess I should also look at the paperwork and stuff. I stretch in my chair before finally clocking out. My eyes feel so heavy, it sucks having to stare at a computer screen for hours. I even had to take my breaks and lunch here so I could finish this transcript. The second it was time to go home, I bolted out of the door. I step outside, basking in the glow of the moon and the fresh air. What a day. I begin to walk home, making sure to text friend. He always gets so worried and hates when I walk, but I just like the calmness the night brings. Plus, a walk is good after being hunched over my desk for so many hours. It's not that far anyway. The streets are empty, giving a ghostly feel to it. Oh, what am I talking about? I'm being ridiculous. I say out loud to no one in particular. The cold seeps in as I continue walking down the Love Street. I eventually make it to my apartment. I step outside, basking in the glow of the moon and fresh air. What a day. I begin to walk home, making sure to text friend. He always gets so worried and hates when I walk. Maybe I should call him, see if he'll give me a ride. We'll call him. Yeah, I should call him. It's creepy out here. Thank you for coming to get me. I'm sorry if I bothered you. You're never a bother to me. Did something happen? I don't know why. I just felt really uncomfortable walking by myself. You know I'm more than willing to give you a ride, right? Whenever you need me, I'm here. It's hard not to feel safe when he is so reassuring. Thank you, friend. You can always count on me, love. I flop onto the couch, letting my body slowly relax. Now, aren't you uncomfortable wearing that right now? I groan, muffled by the couch cushion. He snorts and takes my shoes off for me. Why don't you go change, and I'll get a show started for you. Fine. Help me up, please. I reach my hand out to him, and he takes it. I stumble a bit when I am fully off the couch. I gotcha. I lazily meander my way to my room and quickly discard the uniform. I slip on something comfy and come back into the living room. Friend is there, eating some snacks and watching Unsettled Mysteries. There you go. Don't you feel better now? I nod and plop myself back onto the couch. After a few episodes, Friend yawns and picks up the remote. The voices on the TV stopped as Friend mindlessly scrolled through the service. Hey, I was watching that. Watching what? He sticks his tongue out at me. Whatever, give me the remote. He laughs as I lunge for it. You gotta be quicker than that. He almost had it. I lunge for it again, yet Friend expertly dodges my grasp. Oof, too slow, yet again. That smug little... I jump on the couch and reach for it yet again. Yes, got it. Ha! Take that! Friend stares at me, wide-eyed and blushing. This position on the couch is a little... I quickly get up and adjust my clothes. Friend sits back up and stretches. Fine. Since you won fair and square, we can watch more Unsettled Secrets. Mysteries. Whatever. He smirked, then handed out a bag. Would thou like some snacks? I am good, thank thee. Mine pleasure. Friend pops a chip into his mouth, and we get enveloped into the series, until I felt something hit my cheek. I rubbed my cheek and looked around for what that could have been. Friend was focused on the TV, so I look around one more time, even upwards. Weird. I turn back to the TV and feel it again. Except this time, I hear a snort from the asshole next to me. I turn to him as he tries to focus back into the TV. Wow, real mature. I jokingly replied, throwing a chocolate stick at him. Hey! He tosses another chip at me, which I catch in my mouth. Foiled again. We both laugh, but eventually my tiredness won, and the last thing I saw was Friend watching TV. You hear the faint sound of shuffling around, and feel something warm enveloping you. A door creaks. Softness. Good night, sweetheart. I love you. I love you so much. I just wish you could see how much you mean to me. I love you so much it hurts. You're so cute when you sleep. I love you so much. I love you. Ending. Friend. How many endings are there to this game? Alright, we're gonna not open our eyes here. I refuse to open my eyes. I feel something touch my shoulder, as if to soothe me. I don't know who this is, but their voice is luring me back to sleep. Softness envelops me. Soft. Shh. Go back to sleep, my dear. The humming continued as I am pulled back into slumber. Alright, this time we'll try to hide. Oh, there's no difference there. Alright, so as per usual, I'm going to skip dialogue dialogue we've already seen before. We're just going to try to get through this. Let's see, let's do the horror one this time. My eyes scan over the spines of the books until a specific title catches my attention. I pick up the book and dust it off a bit. I read the title out loud to myself. 30 Days Before I Murdered. Sounded like an interesting read. I honestly don't remember buying this. Maybe it was a gift or something. Well, whatever. I crawl back in my sheets and begin to open my book. Alright, we're gonna not take it back. I give him a look, and a small nervous laugh escapes his lips. He sets the book down on my bookshelf. Okay. We're gonna feel awkward. Awkward. With his hand on our knee. Friend does stuff like this all the time, but I looked out the window, trying to ignore his touch. Okay, a little bit. Oh, sorry. Friend retracted his hand, as if my leg was made of lava or something. It's alright, just startled me is all. Friend turned up the radio and began to softly sing the song. Hey, friend, I'm not going to be late again, am I? I asked, crossing my arms. He chuckles a bit and takes a side glance at me. What makes you think you'll be late again? Lucky guess? He hums a bit. Friend, I cannot be late again, I'll get fired. I'm sure your boss will understand, coffee is important. And besides, you won't get fired, just trust me. Friend, I just told you that money is kinda tight right now. I need all the hours I can get. Shh, relax. I promise you won't get in trouble. Friend, why won't you trust me? Would it make you feel better if I said I had already talked to your boss? Wait, what? He was very nice about it. He said you've been such a hard worker and that you deserve it. Really? That doesn't sound like something Mr. Jameson would say. Yeah. You swear I'm not going to get into trouble at work? Of course not. I used my charm. Right. But do you pinky swear? I extend my pinky out to him. I pinky promise, sweetheart. Alright. I believe you. We release each other's hands, and Friend goes back to humming to the radio. His voice was pulling me into a soft slumber, and it was getting harder and harder to keep my eyes open. I yawn, and then look at him. You know, you have a nice voice. What? I said you're a dork. We pull into a parking lot at a building I don't recognize. Alright, cafe. You're not gonna take his hand. I rub my eyes and get out of the car by myself. Friend withdraws his hand and shuts the door behind me. Let's go. He practically purred and escorted me to the front door. Alright, so this time we're gonna get a black coffee. A black coffee? Gross. It's not good to have a bunch of sugar first thing in the morning. Yeah, whatever, boomer. He chuckled a bit. Why don't you go sit down while I order our drinks? Alright, sure thing. Friend gives me a smile as I make my way over to an empty table. Here's your, black coffee. He sits down the cup beside me, giving a feigned grossed out look. And here's mine. Friend shuffles into his seat, taking a drink of his. That thing looks bigger in person. I gesture at the monstrosity that is his frap. Don't do it. He clears his throat. Alright, fine, I won't. That's what she said. Why? Because it was hilarious. We continue to banter and joke around, when my thoughts drag me back to my question earlier. Hey, friend? Yes? Did you really call my boss? Of course, I wouldn't lie to you. How did you find his number? It was in your contacts, silly. He wipes his face with a napkin, and I notice that his entire frap is gone. We'll change the subject. You're a suspicious dude sometimes, you know that? Suspicious? Does that make me more attractive? Bruh. Look at you, falling for me already. Why are you the way that you are? He shrugs, a look of confidence gracing his features. What can I say? I'm just that cool. I snort, before swirling my drink around with the straw. Wow, so cool. Sarcasm does not suit you, sweetheart. He sighs playfully, before reaching across the table. He wipes my face off gently, chuckling. His fingers ghost on my face, lightly stroking my cheek. He was extremely close. He whispers softly, like I was fragile. You can be cute sometimes too. You know that? He sat back in his seat like nothing happened. You could have just told me I had something on my face. I joke lightly, before finishing my drink. Friend chuckles a bit, before gathering up our stuff. Whatever you say, sweetheart. Ready to go? Yeah, wait. What time is it? Friend glances around the cafe, looking for some type of clock. He spots one on the other side, and squints a bit. It is 10:30 a.m. Oh my god, I'm so late. I pounce out of my seat and make a dash for the door. Hey, hang on. Friend throws away our drink cups and quickly follows suit. Yeah, I guess I could just call in. Friend smiles brightly. Wow, I didn't expect you to actually say yes. Great. Do you want to stop by your house and get changed? I don't think you'd want to wear your uniform while we were out and about. Yeah, if you don't care. Not at all. We could go shopping if you want, or we could go see a movie. Wow, so many options. I laugh and ponder on what I want to do. Let's see a movie. A movie? Awesome. I'm so excited to spend time with you. It feels like it's been so long. Friend, we literally hung out a couple of days ago. Yeah? Which was so long ago. I wish I could be with you constantly. You're such a sap, you know that? Only for you. I roll my eyes before giving his shoulder a gentle punch. Friend drove us back to my place, and we ascended the stairs up to my apartment. Alright, give me 1 second. I got to call my boss and tell him I'm not coming in at all. Hopefully, he doesn't yell at me. Well, I could call him instead if you want. If it makes you feel anxious, I can do it. I don't know. They may fire me. Friend scoffs and crosses his arms. If they fire you over missing 1 day out of the bajillion you've worked, they're stupid. You've been working so hard recently, the least they can do is give you a day off every once in a while. How about this? I call them, tell them that you just can't make it in today due to a sickness or something. Deal? You've already taken the morning off. You might as well take the whole day off and relax. God, we'll let him do it. Well... fuck it. Sure, if you actually want to. He smiles and quickly fishes out his phone. You got it, boss. Now, go get changed. Go get changed. He ushers me off to my room, closing the door with a click. I give him a smile from behind the door. What a weirdo that life stuck me with. I walk over to the old armoire my mother gave me. The wooden doors creak open. All of a sudden, I feel a shiver go down my spine. Why do I feel so on edge? I look around the room for something that is making me feel uneasy, Friend's voice muffled by the walls. I stare at Friend's plushies on the opposite shelf. For some reason, it feels like they are staring into my soul. Eek. Should I turn them around before getting changed? Sure. I walk over to the shelf and gently turn them around. Plushies don't need to see naked people anyway. I'll turn them back when I'm home. Now, let's get changed. What should I wear? Well, I don't know, we'll wear something cute. You know what? We are going to be out and about. I want to look nice. I put on my best outfit and go out. Hey, you ready to go? Friend looks around the room as if to avoid any sort of eye contact. Are you okay? I reach out to gently touch his shoulder. Yup, never better. Let's get going, let's get going. And with that, I am ushered out of the door, yet again. We hop back into Friend's car and head out to our local theater. The theater has its typical bouncy atmosphere. Kids excited or crying, a group of teens wearing cosplay, etc. Wow, it's been so long since I last watched a movie. Which ones should we watch? I haven't heard of any of these before. Oh, The Alive Pod trailer looks pretty good. It's about an immortal mercenary. Oh yeah, let's do that. Cool. The next showing is in about 15 minutes, so we got time to buy snacks and stuff. You get the snacks and stuff, and I shall get the tickets. You got it. Friend hands me some money before walking over to the ticket line. Alright, got everything? You betcha. Oh, here's the change. I gently place what was left of the money into Friend's hand, which he pockets. Alrighty. He takes some of the snacks out of my hand. Let's go. Oh wow, there's a lot of people in here. I lean to whisper to Friend. I hope we can find a good seat. Friend takes a moment to scan the area before taking my hand. I found us a seat. We ascend the staircase and make ourselves comfortable. We get comfortable in our seats and watch the little title sequence. That was a pretty great movie. Yeah, it sure was. I loved the part with the Zamboni. That was so funny. What was your favorite part? My favorite part? Friend hums to himself. You really want to know? Well, he steps a bit closer, and I feel his hand join mine once again. Then, in an almost whisper, he says, "My favorite part was this." I look up into his glowing eyes, and he stares back at me with the goofy smile on his face. I giggle, and then gently tug him forward. Alright, smooth criminal, let's get out of here. Back. As I walk towards the door, I bump into something. Whoa, you good there, hon? Sorry, I didn't see ya. Oh, no. That was completely my fault. Sorry about that. You're good. No harm done at all. Hey, I'm back. What did I... Well, hello there. Hello. The two give me a friendly smile. I love your outfit, by the way. The boy behind her looks away and nods. Thank you. You two make an adorable couple. Oh, how bad do I want to die tonight? We won't correct her. I blush a bit and gently tug Friend closer. Thank you so much, that means a lot. The man next to her impatiently clears his throat. We should get going, or we are going to miss a live pond. Oh, right. We'll catch you later, Oh, Friend clutches my wrist, gently, but firmly. We should really get going. And besides, talking to strangers isn't a good thing to do. Hey! Friend drags me by the wrist towards the exit. Maybe we'll see you around. Friend still gently tugging me forward, we make our way to his car. I'm such an idiot. He silently opens the door for me, and I duck my head inside. There's so much tension. Friends normally are never this quiet. I try to avert my attention to the outside world, taking in the familiar blurry buildings. Did you really mean that? Huh? I swallow the lump in my throat and try to calm my shaky hands. What? I clear my throat, voice cracking a bit. What if I did? Friend's eyes widen, and he grips the steering wheel harder before shakily reaching over to grasp my hand. Well, if you did, I guess I'm not just Friend anymore. Friend's lips ghost my knuckles, soft kisses gracing them. I felt my face heat up. Let's talk about this more behind closed doors. Friend? It's boyfriend now. Even after all that, you're still just, what? Handsome, funny, cool. You're definitely something, alright. We both share a good laugh, friend not letting go of my hand. It was comforting. We make it back to my apartment and bought a bunch of snacks on the way there. Home sweet home. I collapse on the couch, letting the exhaustion of running around all day leave my body. Friend snickers and sits beside me, placing the various goods beside the couch. Aren't you uncomfortable wearing that right now? I groan, muffled by the couch cushion. He snorts and takes my shoes off for me. Why don't you go change, and I'll get a show started for you? Fine. Help me up, please. I reach my hand out to him, and he takes it. I stumble a bit when I am fully off the couch. I gotcha. I lazily meander my way to my room and quickly discard the uniform. I slip on something comfy and come back into the living room. The lights are off, and friends set some drinks and snacks on the couch. I plop myself on the opposite end of the couch. Friend looks at me and warmly smiles. There you go. Don't you feel better now? He chuckles and hands me some snacks. After a few episodes, friend yawns and picks up the remote. The voices on the TV stopped as friend sits the remote back down. Hey, I was watching that. Watching what? He sticks his tongue out at me. Whatever, give me the remote. He laughs as I lunge for it. You gotta be quicker than that. You almost had it. There. I lunge for it again, yet friend expertly dodges my grasp. Oof. Too slow yet again. That smug little. I jump on the couch and reach for it yet again. Yes, got it. Ha! Take that. Friend stares at me, wide-eyed and blushing. This position is a little... Didn't realize you were a top. You calling me out right now? Why are you the way that you are? What? Dashing? Hilarious? Cool? I rolled my eyes and giggled. I feel his arms wrap around me as he pulls me down into his chest. He smells good. It's comforting. The lines between friendship and romantic ship have already been blurred. I might as well enjoy it. I take a deep breath and feel him rub comforting circles in my back. Well, since you won fair and square, I guess we can watch more unsettled secrets. Mysteries. Sure. I stick my tongue out at him. Should have been quicker than that, slowpoke. Keep sticking that tongue out at me, and I may just end up having it in my mouth. Oh my God. He laughs as my brain tries to process words. Friend smiles, a bit deviously. So soft. He whispers next to my ear. So lovely. His hands go down my back, resting on my hips. My breath gets caught in my throat as I stare back up at him. So mine. He gently tilts my chin up to him and closes the distance. He kisses me softly, gently nibbling on my bottom lip. I open my mouth to give him access. He doesn't waste any time. As soon as he was granted permission, his tongue delved inside, toying with my own. My soft whimpers were muffled by the intimacy. His hands gripped my hips tightly, pulling me against him. Eventually, we had to pull away. He groaned, a pink decorating his cheeks. Is this okay? Can we go further, please? His legs. Oh, wait a minute. He begs in between breaths. I won't be mad if you don't want to. I promise. He brushes his knuckles across my face, leaving a trail of butterfly kisses across my cheek. Can we? Holy moly. Absolutely. Or so I would like to do. But this is YouTube, so we need to behave. Perhaps we will revisit this in the future. But until then, enjoy this safe for work version. I can't believe this actually happened. I've wanted you for so long. You're mine. Something cold touches your cheek. I've wanted you for so long. You're mine. You're mine. I love you so much. Knowing that you feel the same, it makes me so happy. Something gently strokes your hair, and you curl into its touch. We can be together forever. Forever. And ever. 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 Ending. Boyfriend. Well, I'm gonna have to censor the fuck out of that. Jesus Lord. So I think for this one, we're just going to disrespect him. Just be really mean to him the whole time. Deny him everything. But for this, we're gonna say I changed my mind, I don't want to read. Whatever. I hop back into bed and begin to scroll through my phone. Actually, what is this option for assured? Assured, like everything was going to be alright. I smiled and began to look out the window at the disappearing buildings. Friend does this stuff all the time. I don't typically mind it because he is my best friend. I also think he may be a bit touch-starved. Alright, get me whatever you're getting. Friend gives me a mischievous grin. Are you sure? I don't know if you can handle it. Oh yeah? Hit me. Alright, hotshot. Why don't you go grab us a seat? Friend gives me a smile as I make my way over to an empty table. 2 sugar-filled diabetes including drinks, ready to be consumed. He sits my drink down in front of me before taking a seat, and I stare at the giant piece of cake that lays on top of the drink. Why is it so big? I gesture at the monstrosity that is his frap. Don't do it. He clears his throat. Alright, fine, I won't. That's what she said. Why? Because it was hilarious. You're the worst sometimes. Sometimes I question our friendship. No, don't say that, you meanie. I take a sip of the concoction. It wasn't horrible. So, I grip my chest and pretend to be shocked. I'm still alive? This is a miracle. Friend laughs. I can assure you that you are indeed alive. Thank you for the reassurance. We continue to banter and joke around when my thoughts drag me back to my question earlier. Hey, friend. Yes? Did you really call my boss? Of course. I wouldn't lie to you. How did you find his number? It was in your contacts, silly. He wipes his face with a napkin, and I notice that his entire frap is gone. How did you get in my phone? He laughs playfully before reaching across the table. He wipes my face off gently, chuckling. His fingers ghost on my face, lightly stroking my cheek. He was extremely close. He whispers softly, like I was fragile. Don't you trust me? I promise I didn't snoop or anything. He sat back into his seat. Fine, you can get away with snooping through my phone this once. I joke lightly, before finishing my drink. Friend chuckles a bit, before gathering up our stuff. Whatever you say, sweetheart. Ready to go? Yeah, wait. What time is it? Friend glances around the cafe, looking for some type of clock. He spots one on the other side, and squints a bit. It is 10:30 a.m. Oh my god, I'm so late. I pounce out of my seat and make a dash for the door. Hey, hang on. Friend throws away our drink cups and plates and quickly follows suit. Okay, we'll say that we have to go to work. Wave him by. I give him a small wave and begin walking. Hey, wait. I turn back around, confused. I'll see you later. I smile and nod. Of course. I run up to the entrance and make my way to my desk. Alright, let's just get through this stuff again. Don't call friend. Nah, it's peaceful out. There's no one out here but me. I begin to make my way to... Maybe I should call friend and see if he'll give me a ride. I'm giving you one last chance. We're not gonna call friend. Nah, it's peaceful out. There's no one out here but me. I begin to make my way to... I enter my apartment, taking my shoes off and plopping face first onto the couch. Today has been royally exhausting. I could really use a shower. Ugh, I feel disgusting. I stand under the warm water, letting my muscles soak and relax. Today has been a lot, and the warmth has really settled my foggy brain. Maybe I should apologize to friend. I know he likes hanging around a lot, and it isn't like I don't enjoy his company or anything. But still though, he was acting weird. I exit the shower, and started to make my way into the bedroom. Until I heard the loud creaking of my front door. My blood ran cold. Friend? Oh, hell no. I call out into the darkness of my apartment. I tried to squint, but nothing moved, and nothing looked out of place. What do you mean, nothing looked out of place? What about this right here? Hello? The creaking could have been anything. My neighbors, the apartment settling, etc. I sigh, taking deep breaths to calm my anxiety. Besides, I locked the door. I opened my bedroom door and changed into some pajamas, discarding the towel onto the floor. I'll pick it up later, I'm beat. I crawl in my bed, eyes staring at the ceiling. I'm so tired. I stare at the ceiling, becoming lost in my own thoughts. I got school tomorrow too. Fuck. Tisk. Tisk. Why have you been avoiding me so? Don't you realize how much you mean to me? You've hurt me, Lion. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. It's not that you are thinking about avoiding me again, right? Because if you are, I won't let you. Ending alone. Okay, well, that was See Thru, Need a Friend. You know, this last portion I just recorded, I feel kind of silly. Somehow I played that with my volume muted or turned down. Fortunately, I just checked the clip though, and it seems that the audio was captured still. Thank goodness. Seems I missed out on some creepy background music, which probably could have made this a bit more scarier. But, you know, oh well, it is what it is. This guy, the friend, whatever their name is quite the character. Clearly a yandere, but I can't put my finger on the guy. I don't know, he's a little strange. But I also don't believe this game is finished yet. I think there's more coming if I am understanding correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I did enjoy this. Again, this game was recommended to me however long ago. I'm sorry that it took me so long to get to this. I try to get to these things as fast as I can. And I still have an Excel sheet with, I believe, every person's suggestion so far. I think I probably have to update it. But yeah, I do try to play the suggestions that you all give to me, and I really do appreciate that. I may not get to them all, but I am going to make an active effort to get to games that I can get to. This was a good, solid experience considering how much this channel does tend to focus on visual novels. I thought that this was an interesting premise, and the fact that I even got a not safe for work scene out of it that I definitely can't show on YouTube, but maybe some other time in the future through another medium, was also a unexpected bonus. I played a game from this dev before, didn't I? Rather recently, I think. What was the name of it? Ah, yes, A Cry for Help. And I like to cry for help, so maybe I need to play the rest of this dev's library, perhaps, because so far, I have enjoyed both of these games. And this is the original demo, I believe. Is this the original demo? This is the original demo. So, did I only play Chapter 0 then? Yeah, I think I only played Chapter 0. Because I see here on their itch.io page, there's a Chapter 0 and there's Chapter 1. So I'm gonna have to actually play the full version, well, Chapter 0 plus Chapter 1, because I'm not sure, you know, if the game is actually done yet. I'm assuming it's not, but I'll have to hop on that in the near future as well. So hold on tight, y'all, because I'll get to that as soon as I possibly can. That all being said, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave this a like, leave it a comment, share the video, perhaps even subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all in the next video. So have a good night.